Hey drummers, how's it going? It's Alex once again, bringing you some more fun-free drumming ideas. For this week's lesson, we've got a banger of a 2-measure drum fill. I'll definitely put it in the more sort of like high intermediate to advanced category. What we start off with is kind of a sort of Steve Gadd, like lots of little double lefts on the snare drum, keeping those nice and low, but we will be providing like a bit of a backbeat with the snare, sort of keeping the fill in the pocket. And then we're going to sort of branch off this nice little sort of group of 3 pattern where we're doing a lot of left-right kicks, but again, sort of nailing some of those backbeats and sort of helping it sort of sit nicely with pretty much any groove you 4/4. So, if you like what we saw in the intro and you want to give this bad boy a crack, stick around and I'll break it down. Here we go. Right, okay, so the first thing we're going to look at is this little opening phrase, which is, again, this is all 16th notes. So all we're doing is we're playing this little pattern. We're going to play a bass drum and a hi-hat, then we're going to follow that with 2 ghost notes on the left, and then we're going to do a kick on its own. So we're going to get this. So we've got 1 E and A. And then for beat 2, we're going to hit a snare drum, because you're normally going to get a snare drum on beat 2, of sort of most sort of conventional 4/4 grooves. So if we go, let's go all the way through up to beat 3. So we've got 1 E and 2, another double on the left, E and I'm going to do another kick, and then for beat 3, we're going to land with the bass drum and the hi-hat. So going up to beat 3, 1 E and 2 E and 3. Let's put that all together. All right, from beat 3 onwards, we've just done the bass drum and the hi-hat on beat 3, 3 E and so it's very similar, if not exactly the same, to beat 1. Now, once we get up to beat 4, this is where things get a little bit more interesting. So let's go all the way up to beat 4. We're then going to bring our right hand over to the floor tom, and we're going to play this little 4-note pattern, which is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, which is going to be right, left, kick, right. So that's going to be 4 E and So if we now take that little 4-note pattern on beat 4 and then add that to what we've got so far, we've got 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and Okay, sounds quite cool. Okay, so it's going to change the feel of the fill a tiny bit. So this is where it starts branching off to a slightly different sticking pattern. So we've done like a right-left kick there, followed by another right. What we're going to do is then we're going to start swapping over and going left-right kick. So once we get up to the hi-hat, we've just done all of measure 1 essentially there. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and That's measure 1. Measure 2 starts on the hi-hat with the left hand. And now if you sort of think of this as those little patterns of 3, always starting with the left hand. We're going to do 4 of them. The first one is going to go left, followed by 2 kicks. Another way of thinking about it, without getting this too convoluted, is we've just done the floor tom, and we're doing 2 kicks there. So you can think of it as a right, left, kick, kick. It's getting too complicated. Let's just stick from beat 1 of measure 2. So we're going to have this left, kick, kick. Then we're going to play left, right kick, which is going to be up on the hi-hat. Left, right, kick. We're then going to play another left, right kick, but this time we're going to bring our left hand down to a snare. Left, right, kick. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring our left hand up to the hi-hat. Left, right, kick. So we've got this little sort of turnaround motion. So far what we've got for measure 2, starting with the left hand. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and then we've got another kick after that. So that's all the way up to beat 4. Left, kick, kick, left, right, kick, left, right, kick, left, right, kick. All right, that is going to leave us with 4 more 16th notes to do whatever we want with. And I'm going to go with my old favourite, snare drum, high tom, floor tom, kick, bang. So we get this. To finish, because I always do. So here we go. We've got left, kick, kick, left, right, kick, left, right, kick, left, right, kick, and now we go snare, left, right, kick, crack. Let's make it flow. So you get that sort of double snare hit with the right hand. And that's measure 2. Now all we've got to do is just bring these 2 ideas together, and this is where it starts sounding quite nice. Another thing you can do if you wanted to, again we're sort of jumping the gun a tiny bit, but if you're playing, because the feel does change from beat 4 onwards. We've done this bit. Well actually 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and Okay, so if you were to replace it with like a normal groove, if you wanted to, you could actually go from beat 4 of the first measure and all the way through measure 2. So you get this kind of spilling over the bar line idea. We haven't even put the drum fill together yet, and we've already jumped ahead. So let's just quickly hear that, and then I'll get back to, I'll stay on target. Played that wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then all we're doing essentially is just replacing 1 and 2 and 3 and with. I keep doing not enough. That's it, that's beat 1, 2 and 3. So, to stay back on track, the whole thing from start to finish, we've got 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a crash. So if I just play it through now, but this time I won't say anything and distract myself. So here we go, with the groove. Same groove, or same feel, but different voicing. Let's try again. That's what we're after. One more time. Double kick in there is a bit weak, but you get the point. So just one more time through it, nice and slow while counting it. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a for measure 1. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a crash. It's just time to demonstrate now. So what I'll do is I'll pop up there, I'll play it sort of slow, mid-tempo, and then a bit faster. So here we go. Let's crank up on it. Alright drummers, so there it is. I hope you enjoyed that lesson. Thank you very much for watching. It's a real fun little lick to play. There's lots of components that, add up to make this feel, which you can sort of break down and take little bits. I mean, just that little section at the beginning. You can kind of make a little groove out of it, and practicing those little left-right kicks or right-left kicks is also a really good exercise. It just breaks up that feel of playing in, 4s or 8s, where it just, this way it's going to sort of play around the pulse a tiny bit, come across a bit more syncopated, so it's always a bit of fun. As always, there's a link in the description for the sheet music, which will take you over to the website to go into the latest free lessons, and you'll see the video, and then the sheet music link will be just next to it. I am in the process of coming up with a system which makes it a little bit easier to see the sheet music for like all past videos. So maybe I'll put together some sort of books where you get like 25 videos and you've got, you know, all the sheet music to accompany it as well. So that's something worth doing. If you haven't already, go and check out the website. You can sign up for $5 a month. I've just put up the last 2 lessons. It's sort of like a 2-parter. It's probably about 45, 50 minutes worth, just going through some of these little fundamental sticking patterns which add up to sort of help move in the direction of playing some of these more sort of like higher intermediate to advanced drum fills. So definitely worth checking that out. Also, if you're a beginner, it's sort of, there's like a beginning course which starts you right from scratch. And of course, we've got all the other little bits like we normally do on the channel, where it's little fills here, you know, grooves from particular songs, loads of extra stuff that you won't find by just subscribing to the channel. So give it a look, just maybe have a go for a month. You can cancel it if you don't particularly get on with it, but I'm sure there's plenty of value there for what costs less than a pint and a packet of crisps. So with all that said, take care, keep drumming, and I'll see you very soon for some more fun-free drumming ideas. All right, see you later. Bye.